Welcome to the Everything Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be recapping season 1 of Off Campus, which is a new Amazon Prime series, which is another book adaptation, which I'll get into in a minute. And Off Campus was originally released, or season 1 at least, was released on the 13th of May 2026. I'm recording this episode just under a week later, on the 19th of May 2026, which is actually good going. Bear in mind, I've watched all 8 episodes. They're kind of ranging between 45 and 50 minutes. That's not too bad if you kind of compare that to some of my Big Finish gaps. So, yeah. We'll do the normal format. So I'll show you the trailer, and then I will talk about it episode by episode. So before I spoil the events of Off Campus Season 1, here's the trailer.
Wellesley.
Garrett Graham doesn't do girlfriends.
What's really going on?
So what, I help you study for me to play my fake boyfriend to get Justin's attention? Deal.
This is the most absolutely unhinged plan, and I'm obsessed with it.
5 p.m. Tuesday.
Rehearsal, 7 a.m. Tuesday?
Practice.
This is why I told you I can't help you. Whoa, easy.
We're gonna be fake dating. There needs to be real kissing.
I just met you.
What are we gonna do? Hold hands? Don't you see I'm flirting? Same, bro. Pretend you like me.
Is he looking?
No. He's looking now. If we're gonna convince anyone that we're hooking up, you can't blush whenever I come near you.
You're very sure of yourself. What's wrong, Graham? You said we needed practice.
Last week you didn't even know her name. Sometimes people sneak up on you.
Oh my god, Justin's here.
People watch the player, not the puck, Wellesley.
What the hell does that mean?
It means trust me.
You have to take a risk. What are you afraid of?
What do you want, Wellesley?
It's scary telling the world something I'm not ready for it to know.
Come on, bro, get your head in it. Why don't you tell me what you think the song's about?
Like being in love with someone who doesn't see you.
She's not my girlfriend.
But you clearly want her to be.
This is the part where I tell you all the things I want to do to you. Now, you can blush.
That was the trailer for Off Campus Season 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about each episode individually, and then I will show you a quick clip from each episode as well, because a lot of you have been released, and hopefully there's no copyright stuff. So we start off with episode 1, titled The Deal, with the following synopsis. A hockey-adverse music major and Briar Hughes womanizing stars center strike an unlikely deal to get her crush's attention and his grades up. So this is, as I mentioned at the start of this episode, this is actually based on this series is an adaptation of a book series of the same which has been written by Al Kennedy. I've not read any of the books, and I wasn't going to watch it originally, and then I think I just kept getting adverts for it. So I just let's give it a go. They gave it the first episode, and I was like, yes, let's keep watching and watching and watching. And then that's what happened. Episode 1, we meet everyone. So the first scene, Hannah sees Garrett in the shower accidentally. So that's kind of the pre-titles sequence. Then we meet Ali and Dean and Logan, and who else am I missing? Tucker as well. Am I missing anybody else? No, I think that's the main cast. Sean as well, who's Ali's current boyfriend as well. Here is a quick clip from episode 1 of Off Campus Season 5, if I can got a playlist for it, which they don't seem that they have. Just bear with me a minute.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, the ground, stupid chairs. I think we got off on the wrong foot earlier. I'm a musician too. Writer, not performer.
Sick, yeah. What kind of stuff do you have?
Classical, mostly.
Yeah, classical.
Yeah, but I'm trying out other styles too, like pop, folk, R&B, rock, electronic, but mostly pop though, and
Wellesley.
classical. Garrett?
Babe, I am always telling you to wear your jacket. You never do.
Oh, no. What?
Hey, I know you are, man. Hey, you went out at Eastwood today. Yeah, thanks, man. No worries.
You're a hockey fan?
Yeah, my dad played. Nothing like Phil Graham, but yeah, we watched together. You're Hannah, right?
Yeah.
Hannah Wells. Right. Now, it's nice to meet you. Officially.
Oh? Okay.
See you around. Sweet.
Who the hell was that? And how'd you suddenly know my name?
Don't worry about it. And you're welcome.
For
Now Jacob knows who you are.
Justin.
Whatever. Look, guys like that only want what someone else has, especially when that someone is a Briar View athlete.
You really have a healthy opinion of yourself, don't you?
I actually thought that was pretty modest. I could have said starting center, team captain, highest scorer for 2 seasons straight. It worked, didn't it?
Why do you care? I haven't been particularly nice to you.
You're a music major, right? I saw your Instagram. You, sort of disappear when you play. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you love it, I can tell.
Don't you love hockey like that?
I don't know. It's just something I've always done to impress my dad.
And does it?
Nothing impressive. Not really.
What about your mom?
She died. Cancer.
Oh.
Look, I don't believe in favors or shortcuts. I don't want to pass this class because somebody handed me the grade. I want to earn it. And I'm pretty sure you're the only one who can help me do that.
So what, I help you study for the midterm and you play my fake boyfriend to get Justin's attention?
Something like that.
You still have to pay me.
Obviously.
Don't forget. That's your girl, Graham.
This is my dance space. This is your dance space. I don't go into yours. You don't come into mine.
You've seen Dirty Dancing.
That's my mom's favorite movie. Still a dated reference, though.
Oh.
See? Hey, this is why this is perfect. You're not interested in me, and I'm not interested in a relationship.
So this arrangement is mutually beneficial.
Purely transactional. So?
Deal.
So that was a clip from episode 1 of season 1 of Off Campus. We now move on to episode 2, titled The Practice, where here's the synopsis. Hannah and Garrett's fake relationship is put to the test as they are forced to share a room at an overnight house party. So this episode we start to see Hannah and Garrett together as a fake couple, with a couple of bits from the trailer with Garrett kissing Hannah to prove that they are, or trying to convince people that they are actually dating when they're not. And then there's an issue with there only being one bed, so they both they're both stubborn, so they both sleep on the floor. And then they kind of connect over music, and as we saw in that clip, Dirty Dancing. So here was a clip from Off Campus season 1, episode 2.
You know, I don't appreciate being made to wait 45 minutes.
I'm sorry. Sitting down for that long must be so draining.
How will we reschedule?
Okay. Hold on. I can multitask. I'll just be locking out while studying law.
Really? You can? Got a lot to cover, and I've never met a guy who can genuinely do two things at once.
Well, then you've been sleeping with the wrong guys, Wilson. That was a joke. You know, if we're going to convince anyone that we're hooking up, you can't freak out when I tease you. We need to practice.
Practice what? Teasing? We're fine as long as you stop force-feeding me dairy products.
Forget your oat milk. This is serious. You blush whenever I come near you.
Get over yourself, or don't blush.
Oh, yeah?
See? Nothing.
Not bad. But what about when we kiss?
You're very sure of yourself.
Oh, right. Your terms. No kissing.
What's wrong, Graham? Thought you said we needed practice.
Don't blush. So this is tutoring.
What? No, yes. He was just trying to prove a point.
It kind of feels like I just did.
And now it's my turn. I'm gonna kiss you.
Okay.
Am I blushing now?
That was a clip from episode 2 of Off Campus. I'm just seeing if there's any more clips, or that's it. No, there is a few more. I thought so. It's just because with Amazon Prime they've got various different YouTube channels, so I'm just making sure I've got the right one. So now we move on to episode 3, which I can't actually say the title for, which if you know what the title is, you know why. But I can say the synopsis. Just as Hannah and Garrett's deal begins working like a charm, Hannah ups the stakes by redefining the terms. So this episode, there's a really big cliffhanger, which I will get to, but kind of we see more from Hannah tutoring Garrett and Hannah getting on with Justin and songs, and she's trying to write a song so she can stay at the university. And then, yeah, that's kind of it. Then she asks Garrett to do something that, if you know what it is, then you will know that that's not something that you would normally ask a friend to do. But have I got a clip from episode 3? This is now testing my memory to see if I can remember what happens in episode 3. I don't. No, it's all the same. So there is no clips anymore. But there is. We now move on to episode 4, which I can tell you the title for. That's The Breakup, which kind of is a misleading title. I'll get to it in a minute. So Hannah and Garrett get closer than either anticipated, and things get messy when they're forced to confront their feelings at Drunk Shakespeare. So The Breakup, so the title refers to Ali and Sean's breakup. I thought it was Hannah and Garrett's breakup, as if they were exposed or something. But no. So that's kind of where that comes from, and then what Hannah asks Garrett to do at the end of episode 3, Garrett agrees to, and then that kind of happens during this episode. And the confronting feelings, there's kind of, it's a Shakespeare thing which involves some kind of drinking game within it, as well as kind of some audience interaction. So Hannah and Garrett are chosen, as is Justin and Kendall. Kendall is someone that Garrett slept with. So then it becomes clear that kind of Hannah and Garrett have feelings for each other instead of just having a fake deal, fake relationship. And then we learn that at the end of episode 4 into episode 5, which is titled The Cold Turkey, which is the Thanksgiving episode of the season, with the following title. Garrett brings Hannah home for Thanksgiving, while Tyler has an epic Friendsgiving at the off-campus house. Now, this episode actually has an assault disclaimer at the start of the episode, which is, up to this point, off-campus was kind of very comedic and romantic and kind of nice and light. And then when I saw that, I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then we learn kind of, because it's throughout the first half of the season, we learn that Hannah has had her experience of her drinks being spiked in public, and that's why she doesn't drink anything, and Garrett tries to support this. And then kind of we learn what actually happened to her as she tells Garrett, and she's not told anybody else. Which then we again kind of get the other side of that in episode 6, titled The Breakaway, with the following synopsis. At a hockey fundraiser, Garrett and Logan butt heads. Hannah and Justin's musical collaboration encounters its biggest hurdle, and romance simmers. So in this episode, I should say also in episode 5, we meet... Oh, have I got that the wrong way around? Have I got that the wrong way around? No, I don't think I have. And then there's... Oh no, I may have done. I can't remember which way around it is. So it could be that the disclaimer for episode 5 was the domestic abuse. I think that's the way it is. I've got them the wrong way around. Anyway, where we meet Phil Graham, who is a hockey player, where Garrett got him from, and we meet Garrett's dad, as well as Garrett's dad's new girlfriend, with there's some domestic abuse disclaimer at the start, and then we learn what Garrett's dad did to both Garrett and Garrett's mum, and kind of Garrett reveals that Hannah is the first person he's ever told, and yeah, there's a nice scene in the car about that. I didn't know necessarily what to expect with that because as I said before, when I was talking about episode 5 and got the episodes the wrong way around, that kind of we learn that of that, and it goes very dark, and then we move into episode 7, titled "The Face Off," with a synopsis. Hannah confronts her past while Garrett faces the most challenging game of his season, and Ali meets her hero. So this episode, this is the episode where Garrett and Hannah's relationship kind of falls flat, basically because they're keeping things from each other. Hannah has worked out that her assaulter is someone that plays for the team that Garrett's team are playing against, but doesn't want to tell Garrett. And then when Garrett finds out, he attacks the person as kind of a defense thing for Hannah. But Hannah doesn't appreciate it, and they end up breaking up because Garrett believes that Hannah should be with someone better. Then we move on to the season finale, episode 8, titled "The Line Change." As the semester ends, fallout from the St. Anthony's game rattles the Hawks, and Hannah strives to find her voice. This is kind of everything tying up. Oh, episode 6. No, I did get it the wrong way around. Because episode 6, we find out, at the end of episode 5 with the cliffhanger, we find out that Dean and Ali have got together, and we find out we've seen different perspectives of scenes we've already seen. So it's episode 7 that focuses on the sexual assault, and episode 5 focuses on the domestic abuse, and episode 6 on the... Sorry, I got those. Because they were all... I tried to watch them... I think I watched like half of the season in a day, so I got some of the episodes confused. Apologies about that. But episode 8... because of Garrett's actions, he's suspended for 4 games. But yeah, and then kind of there's some bits because where Hannah works, she bumps into Sean, and Sean mentions expresses his sympathy for Hannah's breakup with Garrett, but also mentions this hands-off law thing that is rumoured that Garrett's invented and created, but it's not the case. And then they see that, and sees Hannah walks into the men's changing room with everyone having showers. Hannah seems to have a thing for seeing people in showers accidentally. But yeah, and then Hannah performs in the pop showcase to try and stay at Briar U, and she ends up with a phone conversation. She mentions her breakup with Garrett, and then between Dean and Ali, because they're obviously in a relationship, they tell each other about that Ali messages Dean to tell her about the showcase, and then they end up dragging Garrett there, and then Hannah and Garrett end up getting back together, and then also with that, Ali is having some feelings about her relationship with Dean, so asks Dean to sleep with someone else to make it non-exclusive. Dean's unable to do this, whereas she does with someone who uses a fake ID at a bar called Carter St. James, who turns out to be someone who Dean doesn't very like, as the cliffhanger to episode season 1 actually, with Dean and Hunter Davenport fighting, and we're halfway through the fight. But good news, we're not finishing off campus with a cliffhanger that's never going to be answered, because even before Off Campus was originally released, it was announced that Off Campus has at least a season 2. Who knows, maybe more, because it's a book series. It's about 4 books, or 5 books. That's a couple of seasons worth. And I did really enjoy it. So I would say if you've watched like stuff like Heated Rivalry and stuff like that, there's some common things there, slightly differently, but or anything like that. And I would suggest checking that out. So that's it for this episode, running at 24 minutes long with the clips and the spoilers as well. So but let me know what you thought of Off Campus season 1 if you watched it, my recap if you didn't as well, if you're looking forward to season 2 of Off Campus, which I think is being filmed right now, so hopefully that will be coming out next year, I would imagine. But without further ado, I will see you in the future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.